It's been about a month since I read Wind and Truth, Book 5 of Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive. I've considered, I've ruminated, and this is my spoiler-free review. Never fear, I intend to talk spoilers in a follow-up video. Let's start with the positive. There is one character in particular who outshone literally everything else. They had such a satisfying arc in this book alone. But when you look at their arc from books 1 to 5, my word, it's masterful. They went from mid to god tier over the course of the 5 books, and I just could not get enough of their POV. The other plots were largely satisfying. One in particular was tainted a little bit with some heavy-handedness and misplaced silliness. Another was just not that interesting to me for the majority of the book. Reading it felt like I was eating my plot vegetables so I could get to the satisfying end resolution dessert. And yet another was basically just war stuff, like, no, we promise people are fighting on many fronts, and that was what that plot was for. Zooming out a little bit, I enjoyed this book overall, but it felt a little juvenile at times. I have been reading some beautifully written, thought-provoking books lately, and Wind and Truth was neither. To be fair, I don't read Brandon Sanderson for beautiful prose, but something just slightly more elevated would have been nice. What I do read Sanderson for is entertainment, and as is the way of the Sanderlanche, the back half of the book was extremely entertaining, much more so than the front. The ultimate resolution, if it can be called that with 5 books to go, was pretty creative, and at times pretty epic. And most of the characters that you wanted to have awesome moments had awesome moments. I gave Wind and Truth a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads, but if I'm being completely honest, and if partial stars were allowed, I would have given it a 3.5 out of 5. A 7 feels pretty much exactly right for how I feel about it. I am satisfied overall, but I never fell in love. How did you feel about this one?